If you're not allowed to have guns, are you allowed to have spear guns?
Yeah. I'm allowed to have all sorts of weird things like that. Yeah, I could have black powder guns. Like if you go back to like some of those Clint Eastwood westerns, he's using black powder revolvers. You just load each cylinder instead of putting a shell in, a round in. Each one is like powder and packing in a lead projectile. Like I could have that if I want.
Can you leave that on a normal gun? As you know, you could leave it in your top drawer for like 30 years, and it'll probably work when you pull the trigger. Is that true with black powder?
Whew. Old black powder, definitely, probably not. Definitely, probably not. Probably, definitely not.
You corrected it better.
yeah, it works better. With modern stuff, I don't know about the pistols. Only black powder stuff I've messed around with was rifles. Because George introduced a primitive weapons deer hunting season. Between archery and rifles, there was black powder for a week, and my dad and I were like, well, let's get some black powder rifles. And they use a cylinder of compressed black powder. It's like you could just hold like a little nugget, and you just drop that down the barrel instead of like pouring loose powder in with like a powder horn and going through that whole rigmarole. Those things are crazy accurate and effective to several hundred yards, and are like really user friendly and effective guns. Surprisingly,
I'm not a hunter, but I've heard you talk about, I guess they're called game wardens. I don't know. And they seemingly are a real problem. But in my made up version of what hunting is like, you go 2 decades and you've never seen one. How effective are they at catching someone using the wrong gun at the wrong time or starting really a little too early?
So they do sting operations where they'll take a fake deer and put it out in the field. Its eyes light up, its head turns, it like bends down and looks up, and it's a big buck. And they'll be out there waiting for somebody to drive by, see it, and then shoot it. In the South, people drive around looking to shoot deer off the road from their cars, which is very illegal. As far as like infractions with like dove hunting, that's usually done in a field with lots of dove hunters. So it's easy to find like a heavy concentration of dove hunters and go hunter to hunter, making sure that their guns hold the right amount of bullets, making sure everybody's got their license, that nobody's drinking, etc. But I always had this issue with one particular game warden who just stalked we were hunting on about 5,000 acres of corn and soybeans, and he was just there. He was just there like every day waiting on us to shoot our guns, and he'd like zip toward wherever the gunshot came from, find us, and then check on us and like check everything. Make sure our guns were right. Well, guns wasn't really concerned in rifle season, but making sure that like our licenses were right, that we put the punch in it for this deer, because that's what I'd do. That's how I'd kill 30 deer a year. Is I just wouldn't punch the card. I had a license, but I'd be holding it in my hand, going down the road with the dead deer in the back. And if we were to get like pulled over by the game warden, I'd just go patoo and like mark my deer. But if he don't get us, then I'm not marking it, because those limits are for amateur hunters. I'm a professional. All right. I'm out here twice a day, every day. I'm hunting 5 hours a day for the entire deer season. I'll run out of punch cards in 10 days or something like that. I'm killing so many deer. I'm not punching that fucking card. But he was harassing us constantly. Always like, like an old
what a jerk. Unfairly, it sounds.
Those deer needed killing. They're eating the soybeans. They're overpopulated. It's not my fault that I can kill a deer at 600 yards at will. All right. Like I could, if I can see him, I can kill him.
Definitely your fault.
It's not my fault. Well, God gave me that talent. Blame him, not me.
You're like the guy from Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Are you a gun guy at all, Goblin?
I was when I still lived in the Midwest, but I mean, I live in California, so there's no enjoyment to be had with guns here. But when I lived in the Midwest, I had a lot more guns, and I wasn't like hunting or anything. I've never like killed a living creature, but I'd be down to try it. But I would just go to the range a lot with my friends and fuck around. I remember when I'd gotten because Illinois is the only state in the country where you have to get that FOID card to even own a gun. Every other state, like you have to apply to get a conceal, but Illinois, like you have to apply just for the right to go buy the gun. And there's a whole, I still have the card. It's in my wallet. I don't want to dox myself, but Never mind. I took it out of my wallet now, but
You got your
I
Floyd card?
still have one either way. Yeah, I have my Floyd card. And I remember I landed from a flight like 2 months after getting it one day, and a Supreme Court judge in Illinois had shot down the like automatic weapon and assault weapon ban for a temporary 2-week period. There was like an injunction set. So I literally from the airport with my suitcases got in an Uber straight to the gun store and like walked in with my bag on and like my suitcase and everything. They probably thought I was about to shoot the place up. And I was like, guys, no, I'm just here to buy any assault rifle you'll sell me. And I bought like the shittiest AR, and I bought like, I got a KSG, which was awesome. Like the Black Ops 2 weapon. I love that. My biggest regret that I didn't buy was they had a 9mm MP5. And
that's cool.
I did not buy that because it was
You don't
like
want that.
20. Well, I wanted that shit. I mean, regardless of the technical analysis behind it, I wanted that shit on the shelf. You know,
Nowadays it'd be sick. You get an FRT trigger for that thing, which makes it fully auto legally. That would be pretty sick. Any FRT triggers are the coolest thing that's happened to guns in my entire lifetime. Nothing compares to how cool FRT triggers are. I told Taylor to get one. They seemingly make them for like everything, and it just makes your gun a machine gun legally. It's so
Maybe
cool.
someday, but I don't think I need a force
Why
reset
not?
trigger for
Why?
what I'm going to do. Like if someone invades my house and I grab my AR,
No.
now I have to do more drywall work.
First of all, I always dreamed of the scenario of a home intruder getting machine gunned in my house. I was like, I literally had an AUG like machine gun like under my bed, and I was like, man, if they come in with a 45 round magazine, I'm like, I wish a ninja would. I just wish. Like it's.
If I ever had to do that, I sleep naked semi often, and I would have to throw my glasses on, and so I'd be like running out there like a barbarian.
That's
Just
why you want a
glasses
machine gun.
only.
You don't need the glasses. You just spray the whole hallway.
You're overestimating my vision. I need the glasses.
Fair.
To
Okay,
be
well,
able to
bring the
take out
glasses, but
fun.
also the machine gun. And they're only like a few $100, and you can get them on pistols and SMG type things and ARs and AKs and everything. It's awesome. They are very cool.
Illinois, like that's where you're from.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Illinois has some of the gayest laws in the country.
You're telling
with
me
guns and whatnot. Like going from Missouri to Illinois feels like going to a different country. Because Missouri is kind of a do what you want state, and Illinois is like, no, we have our finger in every little pie. Like you can't do this. That's why so many, even with legal weed, we have so many Southern Illinois people that come over the border, over the river, buy in Missouri because it's so much cheaper here, and then take it back and sell it in Illinois. Because
It sucks in
they
Illinois.
were bold with their weed prices, their weed taxes rather.